It seems like we never catch a break around here. Now, my fiance's car is having a big hiccup. She was on her way to work. She works at Advanced Auto Parts, which is a new job. I don't think I ever mentioned that yet in any of my videos. But yeah, she just got a new job at Advanced Auto Parts. So she was on her way to work, and her car just started sputtering, and it was making like this loud tapping noise. So wherever I put my scan tool at, there it is. It sounds like there's compression being pushed out somewhere in the mirror, like a vacuum leak. I don't know, maybe a spark plug popped out, which is weird. That's not too common for this year, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it so you guys can hear it. No code found. So it's got no engine codes.
Stay in the garage part.
That's the end of the spark plug boot. The rubber is supposed to go on the plug. You see the spring in there?
Yeah.
And that's the side it was coming from. Hopefully that's the only one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think these motors are supposed to do it. But my truck was a 2005 and it blew it.
I guess it's possible. So I didn't think 2001 in that Mustangs did this, but this thing blew a spark plug. But while we're at it, she's been wanting to get rid of that cheap dormant intake and add an actual Ford one, which is what I got right there, Reaper's old one. So I guess while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and throw the new intake and a new throttle body on. I'm gonna give her my BBK throttle body, and all the gaskets seem to be in there, which is good. Okay. So yeah. That's really weird because I thought they fixed that issue in 01 and up. I could be wrong, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments, because I am mind blown. Unless the motor's not original and it's swapped, it's an older Winsler motor, who knows. But I thought they fixed that by adding a couple extra threads, but I guess I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, we'll get her fixed up, add this better intake manifold, because that one's restrictive upstairs. The one that's in the car now, it's a dormant, the cheap AutoZone junk. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that fixed up. Alrighty guys, picking this up a few days later, and had the car together at one point. It was all done until it decided to have the intake manifold leak. You're probably wondering, why did we replace the intake manifold when it just blew a spark plug? Well, we've been wanting to replace the intake manifold for a while because she had this junky dormant intake, and I've heard nothing but horrible things about it. One, they restrict power because they're mainly made for Crown Vic, but I guess someone had to replace it at one point when they I guess one of the other owners, I don't know why, but we put an original Ford one back on it with the metal crossover so it won't break. And we also added a part from Reaper that is actually not that old. It probably only has like 5,000 miles on it, because right after I bought it is when I bought the supercharger, which is this BBK 73mm throttle body. So her car ought to get a little bit more air. It does need a cold air intake. So if you guys happen to have one for sale before I go buy one, please hit me up on Instagram. You all know it. It's ReaperGT right here. But yep, did some purple accents because she wants some purple in there, which I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's something I wouldn't personally do in my car because I guess I'm a guy. But for her car, I don't know. Actually, I probably would rock it. It doesn't look bad at all. But purple accents, cleaned it all up. So yeah. Apparently, I don't know what year they fixed the spark plug issue, but this is not the year. It still blew out. Did not expect it to ever happen to this car, but it did. Spark plug went. Already taking the car on its little first test drive. See how she does. bike has a little bit of coolant, got into the spark plug hole, so we blew it out the best we could, but probably still a little bit in there, so it has to evaporate, hopefully. It's like when you just give it quarter throttle, it starts hiccuping a little bit. Alrighty, it's currently a day later. There's like an engine code. It's saying something about the O2 sensors, but I don't know. I'll put the code like right here, I guess. It seems like it's idling better. Started it like an hour ago and been letting it idle for like an hour, and it's not missing at idle anymore or any of that stuff. So I'm gonna take it for a ride and see what happens. It's still running rough. That is weird. It is kind of acting like a coil. Alright, sorry about the mower noise. Neighbor's currently mowing, so sorry if that's a little bit noisy. But we are picking up quite a few days later. The reason I'm picking this up so long is because it actually snowed in the middle of April, which never really happens here. Usually it stays warm. Well, it got freaking cold in here. It was all snowy here. It was ridiculous. So I was in a bad mood over that. I was like seriously upset about that. And now I'm picking it up because it's finally back up to 60s after 2 days of having snow. Makes a lot of sense. So we did figure out her car. Well, we didn't really figure it out. I figured it out itself. Car fixed itself after 2 days of, you know, driving it around. We drove it one day. It was misfiring real bad, as you saw in the video. You could hardly even drive it. It was bad. Next day, it was a little bit better. Actually didn't misfire at idle as much. Drove it around, it rode a little bit better. Still had that mess. Did it a day after that, day 3. Completely cleared up. Car drove perfectly fine. I didn't get any videos of driving it, like I said, because of snow. And that car has basically drag radials on it. So, don't want to make any mistakes taking it out on the road in the snow. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much the adventure of fixing the spark plug blowout. Man, what an event. Alrighty, guys, so if you want to see more content on my girl's car and Reaper, I have a road trip coming up very soon, probably this weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and it's a little bit of a surprise for you guys, but it's also very exciting to me too, because I've been wanting to make this trip for a while. Alrighty, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.